Ferndale, Michigan. So many people love this city and so many people are looking to buy homes here, but what is the cost of living? Not only how much do houses cost, what is it gonna cost you to actually purchase the home and live in the area, but also what are the day-to-day costs that you can expect and budget when moving to Ferndale? We're gonna cover exactly that, so let's jump right in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Nick. I'm a top producing real estate agent here in Metro Detroit, Michigan, and I've helped hundreds of families and individuals both buy and sell around the area. So if you're interested in that, whether it's 1 month or 1 year from now, make sure to get a hold of me. My contact information is below. We can call, text, email, or set up a Zoom call. And until then, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. That way you're notified of all the new and upcoming information that you need to know about moving to Metro Detroit, Michigan. All right, so as I mentioned, we're going to jump into everything that you need to know about the cost of living in Ferndale, Michigan. That involves buying a home and the housing market data, but also all of your day-to-day costs. Now keep in mind, when we talk about your total cost of living, we're going to break this down and it's done by a monthly basis. So let's start off first with some of your normal day-to-day cost of living, starting with utilities. The average monthly bill for utilities in the city of Ferndale is right around $165. The average monthly bill for transportation is around $178, while groceries, which can vary depending on your spending habits and lifestyle habits, sits around $390 a month. The average healthcare bill on a monthly basis is right around $141, and there's also a miscellaneous cost depending on your lifestyle and what you do for entertainment, dining, and what experiences you like to have, but the miscellaneous monthly expense sits around $277. A few other items to keep in mind is that the cost of childcare is on the higher side, with an average monthly payment of around $1,500 for a full-time infant. And as I mentioned, the cost of entertainment can be high or it can sit a little bit lower depending on what you're into for entertainment and how often you go out to restaurants and bars, as it is a very lively area with a downtown location. All right, so let's jump into some of the housing market data, starting off with average monthly rent, and this takes into account a 915 square foot apartment. The average monthly rent in that apartment is right around $1,000. The cost of housing is the most significant factor driving down the cost of living in Ferndale. The median home price in Ferndale only sits at $238,000. However, there are a variety of options when it comes to housing in Ferndale, and if you're looking in the area, you found the right guy, make sure to reach out. All right, so as I mentioned, the median home price in the city of Ferndale sits at $238,000, which is an average price per square foot of $175. Redfin has also done research and broken down the average cost of living in a single family home, a condo or townhome, and a multifamily property. The average price of a single family home is right around $238,000, while condos and townhomes sit closer to $200,000. And if you're looking for a multifamily property, whether it's to live in and rent out the other units, also known as house hacking, or to buy as an investment property, the average multifamily property sits right around $600,000. The housing market in Ferndale is slightly less competitive than it was a year ago, but by no means non-competitive. Homes are typically selling within weeks of being listed, and there are multiple offers on many of the properties. As always, one of the most important things to look at is the inventory that's available and on the market today. And as of today, the making of this video, there are only 37 homes listed for sale on the Michigan MLS. And of those properties that are currently listed for sale, there's a pretty big range in list price from $299,000 all the way up to $699,000. All right, so now that we've gone over some of the numbers, let's jump in the car and drive some of the neighborhoods so that you can get a feel for the architecture and home styles that Ferndale has to offer. All right, so that covers the total cost of living in Ferndale, and hopefully if you were thinking about moving to Ferndale, you're definitely thinking about doing so now. If you're interested in this city or any of the other cities throughout Metro Detroit, Michigan, make sure to check out the rest of my channel where I dive deep into each one of them, talking about the cost of living, the pros and the cons, what it's like to live there, and everything that you need to know so that you can make a smooth move to this area. And until then, I'll see you soon.